Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. I will have you know the things I do for this stream, the things I sacrifice.
Huh?
Oh, I'm just telling stream that because once I got here at my desk, the Mets started losing. I left them for you guys. So I hope that you know how important. I forgot to put my going live message. Please, Mets. Please. Oh, well, let me look at this. I need to look to figure this out. Because for whatever, I think I told you all, or I've talked about it on stream, about how like our starting pitchers have been like injured and struggling. Like so many of them have come out of the lineup with either game-ending, like season-ending injuries, or whatever. Okay, so our pitcher was pulled in the 5th inning. He got 1 out. Okay, he had thrown 90 pitches. Okay, so he's getting up there, but he had 1 out, 1 on base. Knowing that our starters have been sucking egg and that we're playing a doubleheader, which means we're going to play another game in a couple of hours, you would think that you would leave your starter in as long as you can. They took him out, brought in literally the worst reliever we have right now. All of our relievers are pretty zapped, pretty tired, but our worst one, he promptly loads the bases without getting 1 more out, and then gives up his first ever grand slam. So, and I'm like, he wasn't struggling like the pitcher who was in. He wasn't over 100 pitches where you're like, okay, yeah, he needs to go and sit down, like he's gonna start to anyway. So I'm going to have to that's the wrong button, this is the right one. I'm going to have to experiment further with the lashes. I don't think that one was related to the other, and this is on me. I mean, okay. This shouldn't matter. Also, hi, Petrichor, by the way. Sorry. This is gonna sound so weird. When I shower at night, hi, Mindful Badger, it's good to see you. Because of the hives and the way that everything reacts, I can't scrub my face. I have to use a washcloth. I can put soap on, right? But then I have to use a washcloth to wipe it off. I can't rinse it off because I guess if just a little bit of soap gets in my eye, my body's it is very bad. So I woke up this morning and someone has a spring. girly. Oops. I was like, get it. And she... Hi, silly. Yeah. So anywho, I got up this morning and my eye was angry, and I think it was just because of soap. I don't think it was because of the eyelashes, because my rest of my face, the other eye was fine, but like my eye was angry and very swollen, and it's still kind of puffy, and it's a whole thing. And so I'm just like, all right, like it's not as bad, I don't think, but I will definitely be trying the eyelashes again, and then doing my normal soap washcloth routine instead of letting the water hit me in the face. How dare I like try and take a shower like a normal person. Yes. That is a newer problem. That's not like Graves' disease. Graves' disease, my eyes would get like that. So like that's not a bad question. But I feel like they've gotten worse and like more easily irritated since the hives. And I had noticed last night, like before I got in the shower, there was like one hive starting on my eyelid. So I don't know if that's like, if they're related. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to know. But I have some exciting news, especially for my mods. Yeah, I think that it's like a double-edged sword. You know, I think that one irritates the other, kind of thing, or one causes the other to be more likely to be irritated. But I got something today. And I'm very excited about this. This was the extra thing I got. No, this is my cover-up, my little shrug that the mods were like, just buy it so that you don't have to worry. But I also had bought, because I had a little leftover, I also got these hair clips for my hair for the wedding, and y'all, when I tell you it matches perfectly. And I found I was looking at like hairstyles, specifically with like undercuts, right? Because like I have that. And so I was looking for ideas, and look at this one. So this was one that I thought was pretty. Right? Like you could just like do something with like a braid into like a thingy. Or there's like this, same idea, but not braids. Or there's even like that, which again, similar, all similar but different. And I like them all, and they all let that undercut still breathe. But also, don't make it like super, like when my hair's pulled up like this, it's like, hi, I have an undercut. And I definitely want my hair pulled up because it's going to be hot. But I was like, these would look so pretty with like any of them. Like if I give those to like the hairdresser and I'm like, here, do whatever you want with whichever. I don't know if I should like take them out so that I can like open the petals. You know what I mean? Like I kind of want to take them out, but I also want to keep them I don't know. I need like a bag or something to put them in. It looks like it was made to match. I know. I'm so excited. Oh, here, let me turn them this way because I told my mom to come to stream so that she could see everything. Oh, I feel so bad for her. So, I obviously have been singing the praises of the person who did my altering on my dress. They did it quickly. They did it exactly how we said. It was affordable. It was great. The person is like around my age and she owns the business too, which is fabulous. I love supporting another, like, needed to purchase a clear bag for the, oh yeah. So my mom brought her dress to a tailor by her because she needed it brought up, right? Because my mom is short. Okay. So it has a layer of like tulle on the top, and then just like mine, it has like a layer of fabric underneath. So if you are, we have some seamstresses here in chat. What would you do if you needed to raise the length on both of them, or raise the height, I should say? What's like what do you think? I haven't done my daily in like a week. It better give me something good. Hey! $537, 2 quick balls, and 3 rare candies. Hem it higher, right. Okay, what parts would you hem higher? Like, these should be very obvious questions. By the way, if you're like, what? The skirt, mm-hmm. And the tulle as well, if that was, like, in danger of the person tripping, right? Like, if they said, yeah, like, raise that too. Okay, yeah, you're so confused because they pinned everything. Oh yeah, sure, maybe you bring it up here a little bit if you're able. Sure, that's a great idea too. That's a fabulous idea. Yeah, pull it up there if you can lift the whole thing, if there's room. I think that, I don't know if my mom sent me the original picture. Because they pinned it all, right? And mom was like, this looks great. Like, go right ahead. Thanks for the lurk, Badger. This is the finished product, chat. Those were the same length before. The worst part is, they cut the fabric underneath the tulle. So they couldn't let it back out. No, the issue was they did trim the tulle. They did trim it. Because the whole thing was way too long. The whole thing was dragging on the floor. The whole dress. It was a floor length dress. It went all the way to the floor and past the floor. Because again, my mom is short. No, she wanted the whole thing like to just brush the floor. So my mom was like, no, this wasn't how it was pinned when I was here. Hi, Hammy. Yeah, you don't like it. It's showing her feet. Yeah. I mean, listen, hi. If the whole thing, look, this was them pinning it. You can see how long it was, right? Look, it went like past the blocks to the, like, it was too long. This was the pinning. You can see the pins. And then when my mom was like, this looks terrible. What are we doing? Like, why would you? And they're like, well, this is just how we do it. This is just how it's done, is having that underlayer shorter. Okay, I don't care if it's how it's done. It's not how it was pinned. It's not how I was promised. Like, it's one thing if that's how you pinned it and you did everything like that, and I'd be like, oh, well, I guess I'm just an idiot for thinking otherwise. But, like, no. Those are two different dresses. Those are vastly different. And so, why pin it different? I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, maybe if the overlayer wasn't sheer, they could have done that. Like, if she wanted it a little bit higher on, like, the inside so that she wasn't going to step on it or trip on it, you know, like, hide it. But, again, the outer layer is see-through. Hi. So, Mom can't, like, oh, good, the brewer scored another run. So my mom can't get the same dress in time, she says. I've been trying to look and see if she could, because I'm like, I think that you could get it. I think you'd have to come to my tailor, and you'd have to tell her what happened, and I think that she would be like, I'll rush it for you, because I just, like, from the few times I've been there, the few times James has been there, those are the vibes. Like, this person would absolutely be like, I will rush it. It might cost a little more, understandable, but it would be like, it would be done. Sorry, Pippin is playing with the spring again. I just hear her smacking into things. Looks like the seamstress messed up. Yeah. Hi, Susan. It's good to see you. I'm not even a seamstress. Yeah. So, I was trying to look and see on, like, the website, like, how long it would take for the dress to get there. Yeah. I feel really bad, and, like, there's... So what they ended up doing was they still had the liner, so they sewed the liner back together. But, like, then we're going to have a line on the line. I don't know what it looks like. I haven't actually seen what it looks like since they sewed it back on. Yeah, Susan, it's so bad. Hold on. Let me get the other picture first. So this was how she went there. Phone, please. Good Lord. This is when she went and they pinned it, right? You can see it was, like, too long. It went past, like, that's where she's standing. It's way too long. And that's how they pinned it. Well, Mom went back to, try it on. And, that's what they did. And they tried to say that that's normal and that's what they do, and they cut the underlining, so they had to like sew it back on. Quarter-inch shorter. Yeah, exactly. A tiny bit. A little smidgy bit. Well, evidently they, I guess, pinned it before, right? And Mom was like, yeah, this is what I want. Let's do it. And so they did. And yeah, I was trying to find the same dress on JJ's house, because I was like, did she end up telling me the name of it? Because I was like, I really think that you could get, I have no idea how much it costs. That's the other thing. It could be that it's just really effing expensive. And she doesn't want to do it. But at least I thought she got it. Yeah, no, she got it there. This is it. That's what the dress looked like. It is pretty. That was the back. Oh, you can see there. Look at how long it is. Okay. Let me see. I don't even know what to call that neckline. Is this it? No. That was the first one I guessed, and evidently no, haltered was not. Let's try a V-neck. No, that's not a V. Never mind. What am I talking about? I would say halter too, but it wasn't there unless she got it somewhere else. I don't know where she got it. I'm asking her. Anyway, so yeah, my little things came. Should we try it on? Should we take a peek? Okay, so this part, perfect. The sleeves, on the long side. I can probably sew a little elastic along the cuff so that it'll stay, like, that's so funny, because, like, I did it based on, like, my measurements. But honestly, it's exactly what I wanted. It really is. Like, it's super, look, you can see. It's very sheer. It'll be very lightweight. What do you think? Huh? It looks cute with the green too. It does. Elastic. Yeah, exactly. It'll be perfect. I'm actually surprised that there's no elastic in there. That they didn't put elastic in that part. That you would think they would. Because then it would fit like everybody. Not my boobs like trying to scream out of that top. Or out of my bra. Hi. Are you gonna lie down back there? Hey, James. Shut up. Look! Yes, I will, Hammy. So that's for over the top. So that I don't have to, and it's very sheer. I'm gonna actually... You can entertain the people, okay? I'm gonna go hang this up instead of crumpling it back into a bag, James. You playing with your toys? Oh my god. Hold on, let me try and get a picture of this. I interrupted her. I'll show you all a picture. Let's try the other one too. It's on a hanger now, yeah. Oh, hi. Oh, I gotta wash this one. I have no idea how to wear a shawl. A shawl. An option. A fabulous option. Yeah, I'm gonna bring both. That's the plan. And then I can see which one's going to work better for me on the day of, and I can see which one is going to be more comfortable with heat or whatever. I am in the wedding party, yeah. I'm his matron of honor. I'm old, is what he's saying. Not a maid of honor. Old lady of honor. Oh, hi, Pippin! I freaking love this. I feel very fancy. I feel very... Hi. Are you gonna go bother your sister, or are you gonna bother me? You're gonna bother me. can't even go hang this one up right now because Pippin's here. It does look really good with the green, yeah. I agree. And then I got hair clippies. I got these for my hair. They're 3 separate pins, and the flowers match like exactly. Oh, is that what the difference is? Is it if you're married or not married? Is that really the difference? I didn't know. Oh. Huh. I learned something new. Good night. I'm going to bed. Anyway, here's what I interrupted her playing. That's her favorite ball and her spring and her back feet on the wall. I very clearly interrupted something. Right? The funny thing is, when I ordered the clips, they were just called purple. But the color on the website, like the image, looked like exactly. And I think because they were on sale, they ended up being $8. And I was like, okay. Say less. Yeah. Okay. Both cats have chased each other down the hall. I'm going to go hang this up. I'll be right back. Oh, hi. Oh my God. Pippin, you're okay. You're okay, honey. I'm sorry. Also, I know that I'm safe here and no one will judge me. I don't know if any of you all saw what the Happy Meal is for this month. Thank you, Petrichor. Well, McDonald's has minis this month. And this is the box that they come in inside of the Happy Meal. So they come in a mini McDonald's box. So James went and got Happy Meals today for us because we're adults. And we got the drive-through. And a phone with the app. Beep, 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 beep. Here, I'll show you what they have. Is that speaker broken? Well, they don't have an ice cream machine, which is probably good, because they would definitely not work. Here's one group. I definitely wanted to get like one of the meals. I thought that was cute. And the bucket, the Happy Meal box is great. Like, even the little toy display. Like, stop it. That's so cute. And then this is the other side. Hello, Raiders! Welcome in. There we go. They have a drink dispenser, not an ice cream machine. Yeah, a booth for the cooking section. And then we got 2 things from the order section. Welcome in! How was your stream? I was about to say, how was your raid? How was your raid? Did you all get here safely? How was your stream today? And then I think that these are fun too. Like the sign and the restaurant I would also like. But they're supposed to be at McDonald's all month long. So. Yeah. They're called Lil McDonald's. But when I saw that they came inside of a little box, I was like, that's the cutest thing. A stupid phone! Who wants a phone? I wonder also why they picked 1132. I had to... They also give you paper straws now at McDonald's, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. I love that we are thinking of the environment. But I also cannot have a paper straw in my soda. So I picked one of our straws from home. The paper straws are terrible. They're great if you're going to drink your drink in like 5 seconds. In like less than 10 minutes, you're good. Use the paper straw. If it's going to take you longer than 10 minutes, don't do it. Don't do it. You're not going to be happy. Oh, the glue is generally not safe if you have a gluten problem. Really? On the paper straws? Let me know what you were up to in your stream today, though. Thank you again so much for the raid. Let me make you a raid star. See, I grew up, though, like, getting that one ice cream from the ice cream truck that came with, like, a wooden spoon. I'd be good with a wood spoon. Like a thick cardstock, I feel like, is just going to bend too much. But, like, a wooden spoon, wood is recyclable, too. Same with envelopes. Interesting. You had Squishmallows at your McDonald's? Let me make sure I spell our raider's name correctly. Oops. S-R-Y-N. Wouldn't make sense, but no. Well, sure, they can't do things that are logical, Georgina. Ew. Well, welcome in, Raiders. My name is Megan. I'm a neurodivergent variety crafter here on Twitch, and I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, but we do some other crafts here, like diamond dotting, or sometimes we've done stuff like chainmail, or miniatures, or, I don't know, lots of different things. So, yeah, welcome in. We were just kind of yapping to start the beginning of stream, doing some updates and stuff like that. But we're going to be doing some crocheting. Calliope, are you here lurking by any chance? Oh. I hate that. Yeah, the wood ones that we would get were like probably about this big. Let me... what the heck was the name? Yeah, here we go. No, that looks like it would get soggy and miserable. This is what we get. Or what we would get. In like the little cups off the ice cream truck. They would come like under the lid. It's almost like a tongue depressor. But, like, they would fit in the little cup that you got. And it was perfect, because... yeah. The taste of that stick. One of my favorite things, if I have an ice pop, I'll let Patch have, like, the last little taste. And then he sits there and he chews on the ice, like, the stick. And I'm like, same, buddy. I was the exact same way as a kid. There is your raid star. Thank you again so much for the raid. I appreciate it. If anyone is still in here from that raid, feel free to let me know what was going on. Okay. We're gonna play a little bit of detective for a moment. Mom said it was from JJ's house. So let me quickly just drop this in, like you said, like Google search. See if it can't pull me like directly to the link. We have a couple of things that we have like on the docket for today, if you will. One was going to be to finish Calliope's dragon. The other is that I would like to... Where in the hell did it just go? No, we're not doing this. I want to start addressing envelopes for all the stickers. So we could do that. I probably should have been doing that while I've been yapping this whole time. But we can do that too. Oh, here it is. Here it is. That dress that they ruined, $220. Yeah, Mom has been like ordering stuff off of like Amazon and like Kohl's and stuff like that instead to try. I wonder... Well, this one's pretty. It's not the same one. I don't even know if it's there anymore. It was under prom dresses. August. The very end of August. I think you might still be able to get it in time. Standard shipping would be the 20th to 28th. Expedited shipping is the 18th through the 25th. And like I said, if you brought it to my tailor, I'm sure that she could rush it for you, if you wanted. I hope that you also didn't pay the tailor anything, because they ruined that. Also, you never sent me a picture of the patch job they did. Let me see what that looks like. We were talking about it on chat, because we have a lot of people who sew and do things. Okay, love you, bye. Calliope, you're here. I literally was just talking about you. That's why you're here. Your ears must have been burning. I was just saying that we were going to work on your dragon today, and I have plans on working on filling out envelopes and things like that. So, welcome back. Also, or welcome in, I should say. I tested something with your dragon yesterday. I know you weren't here. Are you ready? I got magnets, like super strong. They're supposed to be for like when you sew bags or clothes, and like you can fit one in there. So I literally was wearing your dragon all stream yesterday, just like how secure is this? Yeah, it worked really well. I'm pretty sure that the only time it fell off was because it's obviously still attached. So I'm pretty sure that the yarn got like snagged and it just like came off. But it might be an option for dragons. Or any of them, I guess. I could put a magnet in a dinosaur's butt and you could have a dinosaur. You could want a chicken nugget right there. I'm going to... I need to figure out how I want to do it. I think, if anything, what I might do is make a separate listing and make it like a $5 like add-on. So if you want a dragon, if you want a dinosaur, if you want a whatever, we could, like, you can add it on. And the only reason that I'm thinking like $5, right? So obviously the one that's in here, I wouldn't really need to do anything. Cause like I could put like a couple of stitches in place to make sure that it doesn't move. But once like the stuffing is there, it shouldn't move. But this one, I don't want to just give you like this. So what this material is actually for so that you can sew magnets into things. So what I'm thinking, do I have any fabric up here? Here, I'll just use a tissue. Basically what I'm thinking is, like, if you want, because I don't want to be like, here's a magnet, just slip that under your clothes. So what I'll end up doing is like making a little like pocket for it, slide it in, close up the pocket, so it'll be like a little, it'll be, I don't know, like that big. And then so you would get like the little thing of fabric and you would get it in there. So like it's gonna take a little more time, which is why I was like, maybe we'll add to it. Plus the package of these is like $15. I got it on sale for 10, but I have to look at what it was at like price point, because it might not always be on sale because it was from Amazon. So that's what I'm thinking we'll do, because you only get 10 pairs of magnets. Yeah, I keep knocking over these little jelly snakes that we made. I'll have to put them somewhere. And then I end up with snakes all over my desk. There's snakes on the plane. Because if it's like $1.50 per set. Wait. Yeah, per set then. And then, like I said, I'll have to like sew it in. So I'm thinking, what do you guys think that would make sense to have it be like a separate thing that you could just like add? I wish that there was a way that I could put something like a note or something in the like where like you go to check out. And it probably wouldn't work for everything. Like, I don't think that you could add it to like the fidget seahorses. I mean, you could. I could add it to their belly, but then they're just gonna be like belly stuck to you kind of thing. So like it's not the most graceful. But if you want it, I'll do it. Okay. So we will keep working on this. Calliope, do you want me to add a magnet to this one? Okay. I was gonna say, yours was the guinea pig, so to say thanks, I'll throw it in there. There we go. Opening up my patterns. Oh, have you all... I can't believe... Never mind. I don't know that I should, like, say anything. I was going to be like, has anyone seen the stuff going on with Etsy lately? But it's kind of a political thing. But it's also, like... Good Lord, how after we as, like, a group. Guinea pig noises. Yeah, a lot of shops are probably, like, if you go shop on Etsy right now, you might find a lot of your favorite shops temporarily closed in order to make a nice big FU statement to Etsy. They continue to make really bad choices. And again, you know, it's political, there's air quotes if you're not looking, in the sense that this is what people in political power are doing. But, you know, people are people. Let's one thing first, right off the bat. If you are taking people out of this country without due process and putting them in certain buildings. Hi, Saren. We're getting a little spicy. Welcome in. We were just, have you seen what people are doing on Etsy? Sorry to have you come on in and just be like, yeah, so a lot of people are closing their Etsys temporarily. Like putting them on like vacation mode. Because, so, you know, you can't take people out of the country to deport them and put them in, I'm going to call it what it is. It's a concentration camp. Okay? They're jail cells with little beds, and it's terrible. There's no due process right now. There's no anything. Because these people are being deported from their places where they have paperwork and they have documentation and they have all this stuff. Well, it's being called Alligator Alcatraz, I believe they've been calling it. And people are making merch for it and selling it on Etsy, and Etsy is allowing it. So in order to basically tell Etsy exactly how they feel, people are just closing their stores. And they're like, nope. I'll open it as soon as you, like, remove it. Like, if I hop on Threads right now, it's like, so it's, oh, no, and now here's the thing. I don't want anyone to think that you have to do that or you're a bad person. because we've talked about this before, like, a lot of people are boycotting Target because of how they feel with, like, their DEA things. No. Saren, if you started, like, promoting your business as being like, we're still open during this, you would be frowned at. Do you know what I mean? You're fine. Here's the thing. Not everyone can afford to. We were talking about this with Target. Like, people are boycotting Target because of their stance on the DEA and removing it and all of that. One of my mods was like, I can't shop anywhere else. There's nowhere else for me to shop. Like, it's the only place that has the food that is safe for me to eat, that I feel okay eating. I feel terrible, though, because and I'm like, here's the thing, like, don't. You do what you can where you can. Like, you can't, not everyone is going to be able to boycott things. Like, everyone's going to be able to close their shop. What am I saying? It's DEI. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, for diversity, I said listen, it's vowels, okay? It's oh god. Yeah, for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And like, Target is one of the companies, because Trump said to get rid of those things, Target followed and said, okay, we will. And so a lot of people have been boycotting Target. Again, not everyone can. Like, no one is going to judge you if you can't. Again, if you were like, we're now selling this merch too, you would get in trouble. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you were not in trouble, but people would think poorly of your decision to stay open if you were like, yeah, we're capitalizing on this piss poor choice, then there would be, questions. But staying open, no. Plus, some people don't even know. Like, half of my chat had no idea that this was going on. Actually, probably most of my chat. I just kept seeing stuff about it today. So personal security comes first. Yep. Then you can do other things if you're able. Yeah. No. So don't worry. I was letting people know, like, hey, if you go on Etsy and, like, you're seeing a ton of shops closed right now, a lot of companies or a lot of businesses are just closing. Even if, like, some people are just doing it for, like, a day, because it's one of those, like, even just a day has been shown to hurt businesses, like big businesses like Etsy, like Target, like all these things, just to be like, to drive a point home. So, like, some people are like, they're just closing down for like a day. They can't. And again, no one's going to be like, how dare you not? No. Plus, Sarah, you're Canadian. This is US crap. Like, like, unless you're following politics very closely and what's going on, you probably would have no idea. Like, yeah, no. Saren would definitely never, ever do that. No, I was literally just like, we were talking about how wild it was. And I was just like, oh, hey, if you go on and you're like, why are all of these Etsy shops closed? What's going on? Like, if you went online to, like, buy something, like, say something's been in your cart for a while and all of a sudden, like, everything is, like, gone and you're like, what is happening? That's why. It was more of like a, hey, here's a heads up. I tend to not, lots to be over. Oh, good Lord. Listen, Saren, you have so much going on in your life. So much happening. And even if you didn't, I wouldn't want to know what we're doing down here either. In Canada's basement. It's about criticizing the people who are doing nothing when they should, yeah. Not punishing small businesses because they can't. Yeah, what this is the Etsy needing to just close down, like shut down, not allow those products. That's the real issue here. It has nothing to do with shops like that are open and just doing regular everyday business. It's, you know, it makes me think of like when they told you that you were selling, like your listing had been removed for inappropriate, like really? This is what you're cracking down on? You're not even right. And it just, Etsy sometimes is a head scratcher. Canada's basement, haven't heard that one before. Yeah, we're the musty, crusty, full of mold basement to Canada. Anyway, Saren, here's your star. Thank you for the raid. I was actually in your stream watching for a while. I didn't have the volume on because I was talking with my mom. But the dragon you're using in the tutorial, or making in the tutorial, is stunning. So pretty. So pretty. Oh. Okay. Ads are about to roll. Mom just sent me a picture. I guess if you zoom in, you can see where they... I'll definitely show you all. Want to make it as clear as possible. I think that that's a really smart way of doing it. To recognize smaller businesses need a platform like that to work from? Yeah. Absolutely. When we get back from ads, I'll show you all what they did with the dress, and y'all can weigh in. Take a quick stretch. I'll be right back. Uh-oh. Hold on. No. No. Starybot. I don't know how that button got pushed, but hold please. Hold please. I have a button on my Stream Deck. See, this is what we were talking about the other day. I have a button on my Stream Deck so that you can turn that on, and it literally turns everything off so that you all can't, like, bad people can't talk anymore. So somehow when I pushed unmute on that, I don't even know where is that? There. I don't know how we got to that. Anyway, what a cool feature though, yeah. Shield mode is great, and you can set it however you want. Like, I have it so that only people who have been following for a month can talk. Turn slow mode on so that people can't, like, spam stuff. Clears the chat. Jumping up numbers by sorry. Basically, I've unfortunately seen hate raids before, or people, like, coming in and just all of a sudden, like, it's just hate everywhere. And having that ability to just, like, boop. Nope. It's all gone now. It's fabulous. More credit phone calls. Ugh. Good luck. Okay. So we were talking before about my mom's dress. If you missed it, basically, it was too long. They hemmed it improperly. Right? Here it was before. It was too long. Goes past, like, the thing she's standing on. There are the pins. That's the level that she wanted it. And this is how it was when she went to pick it up. That's not the same thing at all. So I asked, I was like, I never actually saw the pictures. Here's what it looks like now. I don't think that looks bad. You can see, if you zoom in, you can see where they had to piece it back. And when it zoomed out, you can see. But it's not super noticeable. The wedding is outside, yeah. Hi, Tigress. I have no idea what they did. Here's, like, a different angle. That was way too high. Yeah. Well, and the other issue was that it didn't match. Like, the two layers didn't match. Like, why would you have the tool? No free feed on the internet, Mom. Why would you have, like, the tool be that much different than the underlayer unless it was requested by the customer? You know? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So, yeah. Needs to be way shorter. Yeah. I know it shouldn't be that. I honestly feel like when they sewed it, they made like a thick seam on the inside. Like, instead of doing it like flat, I feel like it was sewn almost with like a seam like this and then folded down like that, if that makes sense. Who even knows at this point? For real. She didn't say anything when I asked if she paid for it. Because I was like, I hope that you didn't pay for that. Because yikes. Who even knows? Right, Elf? The person that I went to for my dress was fabulous, and I was like, honestly, Mom, like, if you get the same dress, I'm sure, hell, you could probably call her, like, call the tailor and be like, listen, I have a dress coming in this time period and I need it by then. I know that that's a rush. Is it something you could do? And I'm sure that, like, if you even gave, like, heads up notice, this seamstress is fantastic. She was so sweet, and the shop was so well done, and, like, we love supporting a small business, a small woman-owned business. Hell yeah. And there was a bunny. There was a bunny on staff there. Georgina was the same mindset. And there's a bunny. Oh, goodness. Animals make any sort of shopping experience better. They also had a fish tank in there, too. The suit is ready for pickup. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Today is Costco and baby dinner. Or I read that is baby dinner, and I'm like, is this like a baby moon? Birthday dinner. Happy birthday. Oops. All clothing stores should have emotional support dogs on site. His present needs to cook for a few more days. Nah. Enjoy your food. I need to get therapy dog back at some point. Yeah. I gotta work completely forget. Hi, Raccoon. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Ooh, chili. Yum. Slept in today. Took a nap this afternoon. Nice. Nice to not have to worry about a work schedule for a bit. I agree. That's what you really need. Ice cream truck? Go get it. Go, go, go. Just open up the door and, like, scream. Oh, wait for me! I'm coming! Kitchen work on Friday. It's a holiday, first week of the month. There you go. Oh, hey, you know what's not on the screen? And I don't know why. That hasn't been there for a while. Whoopsie. My bad. I remember I took that off for a reason, and I never put it back. I don't remember what the reason was either. Is the kiddo getting excited, Susan? Yes. So you technically will have to do done move whole life 2681. Like, you'll have to put exactly what you wrote, but I can also just delete it. Like, if you don't remember. It doesn't say that. It's not very clear. But I can remove it without any issue. Also, my brain all of a sudden was like, I don't remember if Susan says their kiddo's name here. So I just went with kiddo. I know what their name is. But then all of a sudden my brain was like, is that something? I'll just... My brain was like, oh no, don't Don't mess that up. They changed it. No. I didn't know. So I would have been wrong anyway. My friends to call them Noah when their teacher got wind. Told the whole class to use Noah. Oh! And the other teachers just knew I love this generation of kids. I have goosebumps. Like, look at that. Kids, they're... It gives me some hope, you know? A most excellent name. It is a good name, I agree. Watching US news makes you terrified. Yeah. It's scary when you see, like, kids who follow too closely in their parents' footsteps, too. Because, like, behaviors like that are definitely taught. Like, hate is something that's taught. And... that's where it gets scary. Like, if it's something that, yeah. I'm glad that their friends also supported that transition for them. Oh, wait, this is supposed to be a bead at the first stitch on the next round, but I think it lines up better here, so I'm going to do it here. Usually this is hard to... news is like this needs to be hated, and then the kids... yeah. To share the... yeah. Mm-hmm. They just said okay, and that was it. Mm-hmm. Oh. Could you not get back into your old account or something? Raccoon? It was funny, because at first I was like, that's funny. I already have, like, I know of a raccoon panda. I didn't think that that was a very common name. It's a long story? Oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's no good. Yarny Pixie, hello. Welcome in. How was your stream today? Hi, Crocheting Beta. How are you? What were you working on today? Thank you so much for the raid. Let me get a paper star for you. Knitting a t-shirt for yourself. Oh man, I love that. We're working on the fidget dragon that has a magnet in it so that you can stick it to your clothes. And then after that, we have some envelopes that need addressing. We're just kind of trying to get a bunch of stuff done today. It's one of those things have piled up, you know? And sometimes you just gotta do things and get it done. Did you miss the kitty? Yes. Artemis is not here right now. I'm sure she'll be back. She has been, you know, helpful. Did you? I didn't get a notification. That's strange. Oh, it was this morning. Oh. Okie doke. Cool. I still remember when Artemis wasn't a girl. When she was an outdoor kitty and we thought she was a boy. A friend of mine had an orange kitty that they also thought was a boy that turned out to be a girl. So it's always funny to me when, you know, they also like changed her name because Artemis was Arthur when she was outside, and so we wanted to kind of keep it similar, so that's where we went with, like, because Artie works for Arthur and for Artemis, so yeah. But thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. You are welcome, of course, to hang out and lurk, or chat, obviously. But if you need to raid and run, do post-stream self-care, take care of yourself, any of that, please make sure that you do. Like I said, we are working on some crocheting today. I am a variety crafter, though. I am usually knitting, crocheting, cross-stitching, doing something yarny, but sometimes we also do diamond dots and things like that too. So I may have to lurk and catch the toddler. No worries. Here is your raid star. Thank you again for the raid. Hi, Mom. Mom, you came to stream so late. I already showed off the stuff. We were talking about your dress, though. Chat doesn't think that it looks bad. I also think that if you wanted to, you could, I mean, it's expensive. And I get that, not wanting to order again. But if you did want to do like the same dress, you could probably, you know, you couldn't even, I almost wonder if you could bring up the dress like next time you're in this area and talk to my tailor and see what she thinks, like if there's anything that can be done. Yeah, I was looking for your dress in Mother of the Bride stuff, not realizing it was a prom dress. That's so cute. But like if you guys are up here again, you could always bring it up. You also better not have paid for that. I mean, it's not. It's just under that category. might be why it was more expensive, though. Marketing. Buying shoes to match the dress so that they don't stand out. You could. That was... Oops. It might be hard. Like, that was the thing. Just trying to find, like, purple shoes that match. It's tricky. Because, like, I feel unless they're dyed... it'd be really hard to get them to match. And I'd never wear them again, yeah. I'm never gonna wear this dress again. It's like part of what is like so killer about spending so much and like then getting it altered and all this other stuff, and I'm like... I mean, it's worth it for my brother, but like... all of it, you just kind of like, well... Like, I think that the dresses that we did for Molly's wedding is the only time I've ever reworn a dress for a bridal party I was in. And that's because she let us buy our own dresses. They just had to, like, fit a certain color. They didn't have to be a certain length. They didn't have to be a certain anything. Getting the beads on these tails is so fiddly. Shorten it to wear out. Then I'd have to pay to have it altered again. Or I guess I could do it. I don't know. It's pretty. It's just hard because, like, if you're in a wedding party, then you're, like, allowed to look fancy, I feel like, at a wedding. But I feel like that's just... that would be, like, too fancy of a dress to wear to... I mean, I also don't know anyone else getting married. I was gonna say, you have a sewing machine. I do. I do. There's definitely, like, a lot of, layers to, sew. Yeah, so the jacket, like, the shrug arrived. And the shawl. Separate underskirt. Starting to hide the attachment. Oh, my mom. James needs to take you somewhere fancy. Only need to hem the outer layer. Oh, really? You just have to, like, cut the other layers? Guys are doing gray suits with red ties. Bridesmaids are doing silver dresses. That's about the guidance we gave them. Yeah, that was nice. Like when we did, like I said, for my one friend's wedding, she just like gave us not even like a swatch. It was like, here's like a picture. It's not going to be on that. And find something similar. I think that the wedding was like really pretty that way. It was kind of like what the Ryans are going for, honestly. Yeah, I feel like getting a color match from like a company. Like, you would have to order something, I feel like, almost from them or get really lucky, because getting stuff like a custom color from a company is always hard. There's almost like a part of me that wants to like, I'll have to see, because the dress, like my dress looks good, obviously, but there's like a little bit on the one that was like really snugly fitting, snugly, the one that like I couldn't breathe in, that like you couldn't see my bra, and this one you could, and I don't know if there's anything that I should have asked when I went. I don't know. When you're there and they're like, everything, like, it looks good, right? And you're like, yeah, everything, it's like when you get your hair cut and you're like, yeah, everything's great. And I don't think that it's anything. I was trying to find this picture. Oh, here we go. I mean, I could, it wasn't something that we had talked about before, so. Yeah, I feel bad. Heck yeah, silly. Getting ripped. Oh, here, wait, is this? Oh, that was the rehearsal. Hold on. Oh, here. This is such a cool picture. Wait. So these are all of the bridesmaids' dresses at my friend's wedding. It was a June wedding, so everyone went with like shorter length. That was my dress in the middle. I was very excited that was where the photographer was like, I like this dress, and I was like, that's mine. But lace and like this like shade of pink. And then I think I have a picture. No, we didn't get a picture of all of us together. That's fine. I got this cute picture of me and my hubby. Aww. It's because it's in an album called Friends Weddings on Shutterfly. So I just had to find that album. Like, her wedding's there. The one that we went to, that was one of James's groomsmen at the aquarium, is in there. Like, I just had to find that album. That was such a cool aquarium. That was such a cool wedding at the aquarium. That was fun. Yeah. We're pretty cute. And then there's like one of James's friends from the military. We have photos from their wedding too. And then Chrissy has a whole album for herself. Cause not me literally like I didn't realize it was still showing the screen. It's fine. But yeah, because she's my best friend and I was her maid of honor, so I have a lot of pictures from that day. Freaking moving away, though. That was rude of her. Zoo/aquarium weddings are super cool. That one, I actually I said that it was a museum. What the heck was the name of it? It was in Baltimore. What the heck was the name of that one? Of that place? It was like the... Ooh, enjoy. You're done, Susan? You're there already? Dang. I thought you said it was going to take a long time. You move so quick. That was a bit too big picture. Pack from home. There you go. You got this. I'm literally going to find this now because James is ignoring me and not listening. Where was the museum wedding? What museum was that? Oh, that's pretty, Petrichor. I know it was Baltimore. What was the name of it? I couldn't remember. My favorite thing, right? Because what does he do? I know that she's a teacher. She's an art teacher. So, like, everything was very beautiful. I can't remember he's some kind of scientist. But this was so fun. There was, like, dinosaurs on every table. So this is Beaker. I think I've shown you all these pictures before. Because I know I've shown Beaker on stream before. We named him Beaker. He was on our table. It wasn't the aquarium. It was the... No, because... Why would an aquarium have dinosaur stuff? It wasn't an aquarium. Like, look, our seats were literally here. You can see people sitting there. It was in Baltimore. I'll have to find it. Look, here's Beaker. He's visiting his relatives. We took Beaker all around the it was some kind of a museum. We took him all around and we took like a ton of pictures. And they love that we took these pictures. Like, I don't know if anyone like else took home theirs, but they were like, you have to take him home with you. So we took Beaker home with us. He went exploring. This is like the fossil dig area. He got to see all the things. Natural History Museum. Okay. There he is in a footprint. Learning how like tornadoes and things like that worked. He even did research. Look at him. He was learning at this wedding. By the way, there were no children at this wedding. I should mention that. This was all adults. But then this was great, right? So there was dessert for everyone, right? And again, because she's an artist and he's a chemist. So Beaker had some cookie dessert. Here we are all together. Family photo. Family picture. And then we found a dinosaur from another table. Look at what the drinks were in. Isn't that so cool? This dinosaur, I think, he was next to the glass that was empty. I think he just had a little too much fun. Oh, and these are on, like, all the place settings and stuff like that. We do, And we had brought Baymax to take photos, like, as, it was a whole thing that year, like, for a couple of years when we went on vacation, Baymax would take pictures in different places. So Beaker and Baymax met each other. And then Beaker was tired. He went to bed. So, like, I sent that to them after we left. But yeah, we still have Beaker. It was fun. Okay, we're done with these. We've been so distracted today. Not like that's a surprise to anybody here. Oh, I think my favorite thing from that wedding and the tale of Beaker is that they also had like a photo booth where you could like take pictures and it would pop out a little like film strip thingy. You guys know what I'm talking about. And so we did a photo session with Beaker. In the photo booth. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. Okay. Whoa! Not what I meant to do. Hold on. I didn't want to show their last name, so it's a little blurry. Anyway, here we are giving Beaker a kiss together, and him in the middle of us. And yeah, that he couldn't be alone because he wouldn't have been seen. So that's James holding him like this, and both of us out of the picture. Because if we set him down, you wouldn't be able to see him. James like this. Oh, goodness. Calliope, your meeting was timed perfectly because Dragon is done. Just in time. Whoosh. He just has an end to be woven in. There wasn't enough room. Like, I literally stepped completely out of the booth. But I guess, yeah, he could have, like, held him up above him and, like, ducked down. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to do the chain one here. Alright. But yeah, that was a really cool wedding venue. Because, like, there were interactive things, like the cocktail hour. Like, they got married on the roof of the place. And then the cocktail hour was on, like, a different floor. With, like, a bunch of different things that you could try. And then the wedding part was down on, like, the main floor with all the dinosaur stuff. It was a really neat venue. It was neat how it was set up. We've been to a lot of fun and different kind of, like, weddings. Alright. Done. Hooray! Whoosh. Alright. We are probably gonna do some envelopes here in a second. I don't know if Raccoon is still here. Raccoon, if you're here, let me know. I can tag them, so they might be here. You are. I saw your order and your notes. The colors are pink, green, purple, and blue. You want all the beads to be sparkly? Okay. And then green for the body. What kind of green are you thinking? Like, what's the green vibe? Are we thinking like neon green, like a sage green, a dark green? A middle green. So like that? That's kind of sage green. I also have like that, which is more of a green, but it's not bright or dark. Hi, Sean. How is the rest of your travels? The stage looks good? Okay. Cool. Uneventful, which is good. Absolutely. Especially for a long travel, that's what you want. Uneventful. I don't know if I have enough sparkle beads. Let me look. I might have to order some more sparkly ones in those colors, honestly. Because I only have... Because you need... I need 17 of each color. I don't know that I have that, so... Yeah. Oh, I do have enough of those, okay. Which color purple? Lighter or darker? Oh, I'm not gonna have enough blue. I'm gonna have just enough blue? Okay. Which color blue? I need to order more after this. Because I literally just have enough. Here's the yarn too, by the way. Darker. Okie dokie. And last one, pinks. Lighter, darker. Let's go sparkly pony beads. There was a Jolteon. Oh my god, I missed it. Oh my god, I'm the worst. I'm the worst. Ugh. You missed it too. Stupid Minecraft. Not the Minecraft. Curse you. Last one, Panda, is the pink. Do you want the lighter one or the darker one? lighter pink. Okie dokie. Fantastic. Alright, I also found more glitter beads. So that's good. I'll have to take a look at the reviews real quick and see what they say on those. But it is stretch break time, so it is the perfect opportunity to go get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up, take a quick break, and I will do the same, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Whoosh. Alrighty. Thank y'all for waiting through ads. Yeah, there was like an issue before with shield mode. It got turned on, it got turned off. It's so silly that it would, like, because it was off. I literally turned slow mode on for 3 seconds and then turned it back off just so that it would go away. But it's goofy to me when it affects the thing. Okay. I found some other... I was looking for, like, more glitter beads. Because I'm going to be out after this. Of, like, a lot of colors. Oh no, I mean, I understand. I know how it works. I turned shield mode off, so I didn't think that it would affect people still. But again, I guess it just had, like, you had to refresh it. I don't know, because no one else was doing that. I don't think. But ain't that the truth? Alright. I was looking at glitter. I could go and look at I almost said AC Moore. AC Moore is gone. At Michael's, but I have an option on Amazon. Oh no, you're so good. It's just silly to me that it doesn't, I don't know, that you have to refresh it, I guess. But that's cool. I hope you're having a good time in Palia. That's easy to get distracted in. Okay. Do you have a specific order that you wanted them to go in, Panda? I assume that you want them like stripes, or do you want them random? Where the heck is my stripey guy? Pink, green, purple, blue. Okay. See you later, Susan. Enjoy dinner. Stripes, okay. Easy enough. We can get started on that. I'll work on envelopes when James and I are hanging out. Watching the Mets probably lose again. Oh, doing Elderwoods things. I have not played Palia nearly as much since I got hooked in Minecraft. Like, I haven't been on Palia. I haven't done the Elderwood things yet. Whoopsie. It's okay. It happens. The hyperfixation rotates. Like, I was super obsessed with Infinity Nikki for a really long time, too. Haven't been back on that, thanks, Minecraft. Oh, I played Ship Inc. They do have other games out. But the one we were playing was Ship Inc. Yeah, I started playing Palia when it was in beta, like when it first came out. Um, so I didn't play it as hardcore as some other people did, but because like I still had a couple of quests to do. I don't have the time to like game as much as others did. Plus, my health was kind of not super great during part of it, so sometimes it would make me kind of dizzy and I'd have to stop. So that didn't help things either. But I love that you're still enjoying it and you're still playing it. It's definitely fun. You just put Paley on your PC for you keep forgetting to. It's a really nice game, like especially considering that it's free. On and off, not the whole time, yeah. Oh yeah, I should try catching some Pokemon. Oops. Oh no, that was right. It's been a while since I've made a Hedgie. Wow, that was rude, Pokemon. Speaking of games and stuff, do we want to play one tomorrow? Because that's kind of been what we've been doing on Thursdays. And if so, which game? I've been working hard in Minecraft. It's mostly me just seeing if people are still interested in it. It's hard, like, changing up what you're doing. Especially, like, when you mostly are a crafter. Or not, like, not a gamer. I worry that people will be like, I don't like this is boring. I hate it here. I hate Megan. You know? You know how it goes. Anxious brains are fun. Last one goes with you every time. Oh, everywhere. I figured that since I tend to misplace things, I'll get another. I love that. I love that they go with you everywhere. That's why I don't know where my other one is right now, like my example one, because that one goes with me places. So I tend to not leave it in my bag because my bag right now isn't big enough to keep it in. Like, it doesn't just like get buried in the bottom. Like something in some of my bags, they're big enough to like hold everything. But right now it's like just the essentials, and then like sometimes I'll put like a fidget buddy on top or something, and they can hang out for like the day. So yeah. I don't know. He's somewhere. He's off on his own adventure. I love that Sharn took theirs to Australia. That's so freaking cute. I hope that they'll take lots of pictures there. So I was thinking about this. Especially like, you know, with what Saren was just saying, you know, with Etsy and all of that. And how like she doesn't have an option really other than to like leave the stuff there. It's something that we had talked about a while ago, but I think my mods and I need to like revisit how I want to do like a community space where people could like share like links and things like that. Like there needs to be some rules in how things are done, because I don't want it to become like self-promo. Just because I've been in too many Discords where people just join it to self-promote. So I'm almost like wondering if we make it like a channel point redemption that you get access to that channel. I don't know. Or that you can post in it maybe. Maybe that you can, everyone can see it, but you have to have like, and it wouldn't be a lot of channel points. It would just be like enough that you'd have to be here for like more than one stream kind of thing. Like instead of someone just like coming in, joining Discord and spamming like their stuff and then leaving, you know, like maybe we make it just like 1,000 or something channel points, so that you can type in that channel. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how I want to do it, because I don't want it to become spammy. I don't want it to become the only thing people are using, and that like people are only talking in Discord to share like self-promo stuff, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I'm open to ideas. I'm open to what you all think about it, but I would like to get that back on the table now that, I mean, my health isn't improving, but it is what it is. I've gotten used to it at this point. The doctor's appointments have gotten less, so I can kind of start to focus my energies back in other areas. Where the heck did my chapstick go? Yeah, Pinecone's roll is very high right now, but we could change it. I made it really high, that way people had something to use all their points for. Heading to bed? No worries. Have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. You don't think it being high is a bad thing? And like I said, maybe make it so that I have it like that everyone can see the channel, but not everybody can like post in it yet. Hired as longer do people have to be in the community? Yeah, and that's like, it's a good thing, but I also don't want it to feel, what is it at now? I don't want it to feel like it's years of watching, if that makes sense. Like, I'm good with it being like some amount of time of watching. Like, you have to, where the heck, oh, here, like, where are my channel point redeems? Like, I'm good with it needing to be something that's like somewhat substantial, but I don't want it to be where, there we go. Yeah, because like right now it's higher than Penny's Corner. So like, I mean, we could make Penny's Corner, because Penny's Corner right now is mostly just like a chat. It's very quiet, but we could make a spot in Penny's Corner instead for it. Like, what if Penny's Corner also had that little like sales and like share your stuff spot? Because that's still 100,000 points. Like, you need to save up for that, but it's not the 250,000 that the pine cone is. But like, we could make a spot in Penny's Corner where you could share things. Right, yeah, we tend to just use it to like send gifts, or sometimes I'll just be like, hey, I don't know what craft to work on today. I'm typing this out so that I don't forget, in case you're wondering what the clicky clacking is. Penny's Corner or Pine Cones is perfect, yeah. Sari! Hi! How are you? Sari, do you yearn for the mines? I was thinking, and you can just tell me absolutely not. Stop thinking. And that would be so fair. But you know how right now our entrance into the dolphin sanctuary is like a straight down staircase? What if we made it a spiral one around that thing that you put in there? I feel like that feels more daunting. If you're like, oh my gosh, how deep does it go? And like, what if you're like walking around it and like there all of a sudden you get to like, what the hell is this? You were thinking that? I was thinking it could be kind of, and then you don't, like, you might have to like walk through like a longer tunnel. We share our brains. The dolphins have communicated to us both. We are one. We are united by dolphins. I think that I might Minecraft on stream tomorrow. I don't know if you're busy, but you're welcome to mine the crafts with me. I've been joined in dolphin death. The dolphins have joined us. I also haven't shown chat what happened on the path with Lulu. So that's a thing that needs to be shown. I literally need to look at my stripey guy. Stripey. But yeah, take off work tomorrow. Come mine with me. Where is my stripey guy? Did I try and catch this? I didn't. Catch these hands. Okay. Sorry. Oh. Rude Pokemon. Hedgehog color layout. Hey, James. Pokemon is being really mean. You know the Thomas the Tank Engine video? The guy on the piano and the mask? You know the one. I've been singing that. I've been do 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 do. But including the end of it. Time in my head. Do 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 do. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're going to do I have to like if y'all have never seen that video, I don't even know how to tell them to Google it. Like, what do you say to look that up? Oh my god, my hedgehog's right here. Megan. They are. Alright, so that's 1, 2. 1, 2. We're skipping this one. That guy. That guy. This guy. Skipping that again. Blue. Pink. Right, because then next time we come by, and that's pink, green, purple, blue, pink, green, purple. Yeah, okay. You have to like skip certain colors the first time around or else it doesn't stripe up properly, because these ones that are like behind the ears aren't stitched, like they're not on the same row. So it makes sense in my head. Do that twice. Yes. Single crochet. Hello? Oh, there's like a little clear spot. Blue or pink. I know my colors. I was just checking that you did. Yeah, so I think the more that I think about it, I think that we'll add that section to Penny's Corner. To have like an area where you can share stuff like shops and pattern things and all of that. I'll work with like my mods on making like a little guideline section, like of things you can and can't do. Because Penny's Corner, you'll have to be here for a little while, but there's also a good amount of people who are already in there who would probably want to use that space, so that feels like a good... It feels like a good area. I had started working on like a do's and don'ts before my health got kicked in the butt, and I like put it off to the side, so I'll pull that back out and see where I am. It was like a cute little Canva graphic that I had been making up. And that way we can have like a community space to like share patterns and websites and in search of testers, or I don't know, like when we do our charity stuff, like I know Saren was collecting some like stuff for donations for one of her charity streams coming up. So like that would be a great spot where she could be like, "Hi, I'm doing a fundraiser. Is there anyone here who has anything that they would like to donate?" You know, like it'd be a good like community board. Chilling while you eat chili. No worries. I hope it was good. Is that the right spot? Maybe not. Nope. There's always one stitch by the ear that gets tricky to see, and I do it every time. And the only way that I realize I did it is because the bead pattern doesn't match up. Okay. Hooray! We did it. I don't think this one gets another bead. There's just 8. Huzzah! Okay. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so maybe we'll Minecraft it up tomorrow. Got some beads. Smell a little strange. Oh. Are they plastic beads? They definitely shouldn't smell. Smells like burnt acrylic. Oh. That's unfortunate. I mean, if they're plastic, you should be able to, like, I would almost think, like, soaking them in soapy water. But I don't know, has anyone else ever dealt with something like that? It's like, I feel like Saren might be a good person to ask about bead issues. She does a lot of bead stuff. Okay, let's put some eyes and a nose in this cutie. Oh, these colors look really nice with this yarn. Alright, so we want nose. I gotta pick my nose. Hold on. Where did my nose go? Oh, you already tried soapy water? Oh gosh. Huh. Where did my noses go? I literally made this area so nice and neat so I don't have to look for things. Oh. They're right here. You got my nose? Give it back. Alright, we want a pink nose and googly eyes. Look, I'm putting it back where it belongs instead of just sticking it on the floor. I've been working really hard at like making things neat and making it easy for me to put things back, because if they're neat, if everything has a home, then there's no reason to put things where they don't belong, you know? Because it's easy enough to just stick them where they do. I don't know why, these ones feel big. I think my smaller eyeballs are in the other room. I am so itchy today. I really wonder, I have to like contact my endocrinologist and see if there is anything up with my thyroid, because like I'm noticing certain things like repeating themselves, and like as like my period gets closer and I'm like, is there hormones to blame? Probably. This feels like really big for the googly eye. I don't know why. Right? Are you feeling that way too, Panda? Baking soda. That's a good idea. It is not normal for them to smell that way, no. Definitely not. You like that size? Or is it too big? Sorry. I don't remember what I said. Thank you. I must ask you a question. Too big. Okay. Where the heck did my other size ones go? I'm glad you thought that too, because I'm looking at it. I'm like, that doesn't feel right. Okay, that's back there. You're welcome. Unfortunately, some places, like if you get a replacement from the same place, it still might have like a bad smell. Some, like, not necessarily like factories, but some companies, just the way, like the machines that they use can just leave a linger, almost like you said, like burnt odor. Okay, but that nose is perfect. Boop. You said pink, right? Now I'm doubting myself. Do 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 do. Yes, pink nose. Okay. We should have time for one more round. I have to cook dinner tonight. James, are you working tomorrow? First, I always got my beads from like Joann Fabrics. I've also ordered before from Temu back in the day. But a lot of times those shops like change what they sell. So I can look and see if I have a link that still works. So then we can't binge watch the rest of Andor tonight. That's unfortunate. Yeah. We have like 4 more episodes, I think. 3 or 4. Oh yeah, the 90s beaded animals. Heck yeah. Absolutely. They're fun. Then Rogue One, yeah. Oh, we have time for one more. One more row and then we'll call it for the day. One more row is dangerous, yeah. But I have to cook dinner, so. Actually. I mean, James helps. It's not like I have to do it. One more row and then 25 rows later, yeah. That's why this the ad breaks have honestly been like a blessing in disguise. Like, yes, they're absolutely annoying if you're getting ads, and I do hate that. But they make me stop. Because before there were ads, I would just craft straight through for... I used to actually do longer streams. I used to stream for 4 hours. And I would just craft for 4 hours straight, and then I'd be like, why can't I move or breathe or... Why does everything hurt? And it's because I would just go and then be like, oh. We're doing pasta. Pasta and garlic bread. Simple tonight. It's our save some money week. Mm-hmm. They are. We'll make this other back foot. Oops. Had pasta yesterday. I love pasta. It's cheesy garlic bread too, which is even better. Alrighty. That is where we will leave off on this little cutie. We got a lot done on it, though. On my way! There we go. Cutie. Looks great. Yay! I'm glad. And like I said, I'll get those smaller googly eyes, which are in the other room. I just didn't want to, like, be out there, like, waiting, like, having you all here wait. The smaller ones. Because I use the smaller ones for this guy. For this dragon. So, it'll be this size eyeball. I've been doing really good at, like, keeping my desk clean. I'm trying to make sure that I keep on top of that, you know? Trying to keep on top of things so that way it doesn't become overwhelming. I can't stuff that yet. All right, let me see who's on. Hi. Are you just coming to say goodbye to everyone? Yes, I think that we shall mine the crafts tomorrow. I think that sounds good. Oh, sorry, let me move that. Come here. No, you don't want to? Okay, goodbye. Okay, bye. I found the eyes. I remembered where they were. I put things in a bag to bring back into my office that had been in the other room, and then I didn't put everything back from the bag. Way to go, Megan. Yeah, that looks better. What do you think, Raccoon? He's looking at both of us. Looks good? Okay. Googly eyes are awesome. I love them. I agree. I think it looks really good. I love when they do that, when the eyes do that. That's like my favorite. Just whoop. Okay. Let me see who's online that we can go and say hello to. Oh, is this person going to be on? If so, we can go say hi. I don't think that they're wrapping up, so let's go over and say hi to Supreme Doom. They're doing a junk journal. They're working on stuff for this month, which is very cool. So grab those raid messages. The first one is if you are a subscriber, and the second one is if you are a follower. Grab whichever one pertains to you, and let's go over and say hi. Remember, friends, to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember, you are loved, and I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, bye.